Well, good morning, or should I say, surprise, surprise, surprise. It's a Sunday, May 6th, and Sandy's going to be doing a video. I thought you would like to go to church with me, because that's where we're going. We're heading on to church. It's a beautiful day. It's so gorgeous out. Christy's coming over. We're going to get Mexican for dinner. Or, well, it's lunch dinner. We eat about 2 o'clock. First of all, Anita Johnson, Chit Chat Paddywhack. Of course I remember Space Bars. My sisters and my brothers more were into it than me, because I would have been about 18, 19, 20 when they were coming out, because I think it was in the late 60s, and I was born in 1950. But I do remember them. They were like a protein bar, and I told you yesterday that was the first protein bar I ever ate, but I do remember eating those. So they were like a little candy bar. My mother used to trick us thinking they were candy bars, but they weren't. They were little protein bars. But anyway, I shared it on my Facebook page, Sandy Manning Carrico, C-A-R-R-I-C-O is my Facebook page name. And Anita, I shared it on your page, so you can tell all your friends you're not crazy. You're not cray-cray. You're a wackadoodle, but you're not cray-cray. And also, I wanted to share a video that really touched my heart this morning. Touched my heart. And it was you, Kate. You know who you are. You know who you are. Kate and James. I watched her video this morning. It's a short little video. I think it's like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 4, but I don't think it's not much longer than that. And it was like you were talking to me. And so I'm going to share the link in the info box down below. So check it out. And you won't be sorry, because I felt like you were talking exactly right to me. I told you guys yesterday that I was going to a baby shower. It was for my girlfriend that I used to work with. We still remain friends, but we don't see each other that often. She lives a little far away, and with her work, and she's involved in her church and that. We email back and forth all the time, but we really don't see each other. And I don't think I've seen her physically since last June. Well, that's a nice truck. You can go. I don't want to hit that one. It's an Antiq, as we say. It's a nice one. It's a Chevrolet. It's a really old truck. I wish I could turn the phone around to show you, but I can't. I don't know how to do that. Well, I know how to do that, but I'm driving. Stop interrupting me. I'm driving here. I'm walking here. So anyway, I haven't seen her since last summer. And when I walked in, she says, "Oh my gosh, I know you said you've been losing weight, but I can't believe it," because she doesn't follow my YouTube channel. The Noive, not following my channel. But anyway, she says, "You look so good. When are you going to go buy some new clothes?" Now, I put on the outfit I had on yesterday, thinking, you know what, I look damn good. I've lost so much weight, I'm finally fitting into these clothes. And I just kind of looked at her, and she says, "Well, why are you looking at me like that?" And I said, "It's taken me a long time to fit into these clothes." And she says, "Well, you know what? You missed your window, because they're too big. You need to go buy some clothes that fit." And then I got to thinking, you know what? I still think of myself as that fat little girl, or fat old woman, not a little girl. I was never a fat little girl. I was always the perfect weight growing up. It wasn't probably until I was 25 or 30 that I really started putting my weight on. But anyway, and I still perceive myself as being that overweight girl, that overweight woman that just doesn't deserve to go and buy new clothes. And I know that part of me thinks that, I want to wait till I get into my true size. But as my sister Denise always said, people don't know what size you're wearing unless they look at the labels. So whenever we see somebody in clothes that are too tight, and "Oh my honey, do you not own a mirror? Let me buy you a mirror," because we don't know what size clothes they were. She might think, "Oh, I'm doing so proud because I'm in a size 10. Well, really, lady, you should be in a 12. Nobody's going to know whether you're in a 10 or a 12. Only you're going to know that. And I have the reverse thing with that, with my clothes that are too big. So when I got home, I thought, I'm going to look at the shirt. I don't think the shirt was that big. And then I took it off and looked at the label on the inside, and it was a 3X. I'm not in a 3X anymore. I'm almost in an extra large. So yeah, that shirt was big. So I looked at myself in the mirror again, and I realized I look kind of frumpy. I'm glad I didn't look at myself like with the same eyes before I went, because I would have been a little self-conscious. But when I got home and I looked at that, I thought, you look frumpy. Nobody knows what size you're wearing, and those are too big. So I went in my closet and I got all my 3X's out well, they're actually, the reason I don't wear them that often is because they're like dress clothes that I wore when I worked. And I don't really get dressed up that much. I get dressed up to go to church, but that's about it. And then in the winter, I had my, winter clothes. This is like my summer. I haven't worn these since last spring and summer. And I've lost some weight since then, in case you didn't notice. But, thank you, Kate. You really put my mind in perspective. You really gave me a fresh outlook. And I do think that I'm going to start looking for some clothes. I really do. I guess I'm not going to, my point is I'm not going to wait till I get to my dream size, because the next size smaller could be the dream size. I just don't have to go crazy buying them. Just buy a couple outfits. It'll just get me through. And that's what I'm going to do, because, I deserve it. I really do. I've saved money on food, on fast foods and things like that. I know I can do it. I really do. But like I said, it's a really good, it was a really good video, and you should check it out. I like Kate and James. I just started following them truly. I mean, I was watching them before and not really leaving comments that often, which, like, what a hypocrite. I asked you guys to comment and then I don't comment. But I'm watching her now. She's my new inspiration too. Okay, what's going on? Something's going on downtown. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. The farmer's market is now going to be opening. Yep, there it is. There's the farmer's market. But luckily for them, I turned here, because they block off the street so that, the vendors can get in there. It's really grown, because when they first started, it was in a little patch, like a little patch of lawn that people would, they took my parking spot. That's where I usually park. Now I gotta park in the actual parking lot. Oh my gosh, something's going on at church today, because there's never this many people here. Which means it's gonna be a long mass. Yeah, oh, even the overflow is flowing. And I'm 20 minutes before mass even starts, and it's this crowded. I don't know that I'm gonna get a seat. It's gonna be tricky. Tricky. Get over here, because I think it's gonna be difficult to get out of here. Oh well. Now that I've just blabbered on, I'm going to upload this while I'm in church, because I do everything on my phone. And I'm going to ask you to like the video. I am going to ask you to comment, even though I just told you sometimes I don't comment. Do as I say, not as I do. That's right. Do as I say, not as I do. And share it if you think it'll help somebody. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.